Thanks, Jeremy, for having me on the show. I appreciate all that you do for your listeners and having me here to add some value. Let's start off today with a banger of a question. I get this all the time. Actually, yesterday I got it from AJ, so I wanted to answer it here. He asked, is it really just about calories in, calories out? Fantastic question, and it's a common one indeed. It gets to the heart of the matter of weight loss and why it's so challenging for so many people. The short answer is yes. At the fundamental level, weight loss is a matter of calories in versus calories out, but that's a vast oversimplification of this process. This is the most helpful way to frame the conversation as it acknowledges obviously the scientific principles, but also demonstrated the real world complexity of the human body. Here's a better breakdown of how we can answer it. Number one is the simple equation, the law of thermodynamics. The calories in, calories out model is based on the first law of thermodynamics, which states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. In the context of the human body, what we live in, the calories in, the energy you consume and gobble up that's so tasty and good, calories out are the things that you burn with your body. This means your basal metabolic rate, BMR, the energy your body uses at rest to not only perform basic functions, breathing, cellular respiration, production, circulation, all sorts of different things going on inside your body. And this makes up the majority of your daily calorie burn, well over 50% of it. Thermic effective food, your TEF, the energy your body uses to digest, absorb, metabolize all that stuff from your mouth all the way through the back end. And of course, physical exercise, the way you burn with exercise, and also fidgeting. I move a lot and fidget, so I burn a lot of extra calories. Now, if you consume fewer calories than you burn, then you create a calorie deficit, and your body must use stored energy, which is that body fat here, to make up the difference, resulting in weight loss. If you consume more calories than you burn, you create a calorie surplus, and your body stores it right here. Belly button is first on, last off around that waistline. So, from the physical perspective, the calories in, calories out model makes sense. But humans are so complicated. We live in these things, and they have a mind of their own. So this is why so many clients, men and women, run into these issues of weight loss, especially if they've been bailing and dieting forever. The longer, the worse off they are. While the equation is simple, the variables to the human body are influenced by a lot of different things. That's why eating less and moving more doesn't always work, especially if you've been down that route for a long time. Here are some of the key factors that influence the calories in, calories out equation you got to think about. Number one is metabolic adaptation. When you lose weight, especially a significant amount, your body's weight, your BMR, it slows down. Your body becomes more efficient, requires fewer calories to function. This is a problem when you're trying to burn calories. It's a survival mechanism. Think of the caveman days. But it means that the calorie deficit where you started will shrink over time, making it more challenging to lose weight even if you adjust your intake and activities. Number two are hormones. They play a huge role in regulating your hunger, fullness, metabolism. The two that come to play are, number one, ghrelin. This is the hunger hormone that stimulates appetite. Its levels increase when you lose weight, making you feel hungry. As you cut calories down and you go longer times without managing, say, a calorie refeed day or a maintenance time frame, a lot of people just try and go straight down in weight loss, and that can definitely cause problems with that long-term ability to sustain weight loss. But if we have strategically placed some of those refeed days or maintenance level calories days, then we can keep the metabolism up, and ghrelin doesn't come out to ghrelin. Think of gremlin and causes a whole bunch of problems with your hunger. Now, the other one is leptin, the satiety hormone. It tells your brain that you're full. Leptin levels tend to drop with weight loss, which can increase your appetite and make it harder. And so they go back and forth. Now, another hormone, insulin. The hormone that regulates blood sugar levels and fat storage and can also be played when after an exercise bout goes and happens. Best time to have insulin in your blood sugar and getting released in your body is after workout. You get your blood sugar levels up and your body will use insulin, a storage hormone, and store it more into muscles. But if you're sitting around not doing a lot and you have lots of carbs, sugars, things like that, it'll elevate your blood sugar and it's a clear signal that it's going to go straight to body fat. Now, diets that are high in refined carbohydrates and sugar can lead to insulin spikes, which obviously cause and promote the likeliness of more fat storage. Now, just a caveat, your body's always storing and releasing fat all day long. We can't just necessarily control what it is or isn't doing. There's devices like I believe the Lumen that you can breathe into and it tells you if you're burning fat or not. But at the very end of the day, you could maybe understand this if you were doing a continuous blood glucose monitor. That'd probably be the only way you could figure that out. Now, food quality plays a big role. Your macros, macronutrients, that's protein, carbs, fat. So calories, not just a calorie, because the source of it matters and it differentiates from one food to the next and how it's impacting the body. Protein is very dynamic. It costs a lot of energy. Is upwards of 15 to 20+% of its calories can be caused and burned up in the rate of digestion. So the body burns more calories. Just think of a piece of chicken versus a piece of bread. Big difference in the digestion impact that it's going to have on the body and the energy that takes to break that down, and even say the satiety and the fullness that comes afterwards. Now, fiber and protein can also increase feelings of fullness, making it easier to naturally eat less. Your genetics, yes, unfortunately, genetics do play a part here. They influence your metabolism. You can thank your mom or dad on that. Your appetite, how your body responds to different foods, how it responds to exercise. Some people need to do different forms of exercise. Certainly always promote strength training to build muscle mass like this, right? I've been working pretty hard on building these guns, but or lack thereof. I'm an endurance athlete by heart, and my arms just never seem to have grown too much in the last 20 years. Oh, well. Now, back to the exercise. This is why two people can be on the same diet and exercise plan. The results can vary quite a bit. The other one is sleep. I will tell you, if you're under 6 hours of sleep consistently, you will have problems with your hormones, the ghrelin, the leptin. Your appetite increases, longer time frames without going with the managing your calories, which causes you to ultimately eat more. Stress, chronic stress elevates cortisol, and it's a hormone that causes you to increase calories and especially in crave these high calorie foods that promote your waistline to expand. We want to make sure we pay attention to that. Your gut microbiome, the bacteria in your gut can influence how you digest food and can even affect your cravings and metabolism as well. Now, we have a lot there with, say, prebiotics. Those are type of foods. Think of, say, onions and garlic, things like that. We have probiotics, things like your fermented foods, and certainly you can get supplements for that too. Those are great to have in the rotation of digestion. Certainly always consult maybe a doctor if you are worried about their impact on your body, but I think they're okay. So wrapping this up, and I got a little long-winded here, but how we want to wrap this up is it's an important question that everyone always asks, and it makes weight loss so challenging. So the core answer is yes. Weight loss is a principle of being in a calorie deficit. It just depends on how much your body burns and how much you consume and how adapted your body is and how much, say, maintenance or calorie deficit you've been fighting after. And this is why just counting calories isn't always enough. I always ask my clients to become calorie aware, understand what's in the food that they're eating, and that really helps out quite a bit for them to at least start paying attention, because a lot of people underestimate how many calories they're eating, and as soon as they start measuring it with a cup serving, then they say, wow, there's a lot more calories here than I thought. I thought I was eating 400 and it's more like 700. So calories in, calories out, do make it. And this is really about making sure that you are understanding your body, you're understanding how all the variables of your daily life play into you managing yourself and being successful. And we want a sustainable approach. It's something trying to find that moderation, balance, flexibility in this whole process is a part of this, so that we live healthy lifestyles, that you can manage these factors and not be have a big challenge in doing so. So I hope that helped, and I'm ready for the next question.